Ronaldo doesn't just play football, he reprograms it. He never tires, he never slows, he never misses. Every leap defies gravity, every goal defies logic. That's why they call him a robot. And it's no accident. The nickname captures the essence of what makes Cristiano Ronaldo more than a footballer. He's a near-mechanical force of nature. His game is built on an extraordinary blend of physical power, mental steel, and tactical precision, executed with almost unnatural consistency. From humble beginnings on the island of Madeira to rewriting football's history books, Ronaldo has pushed the limits of human athleticism so far that robot feels less like a nickname and more like a definition. The first thing people notice about Ronaldo is his body, a frame that looks less like it was born and more like it was engineered. At 6 feet 2 inches, with broad shoulders, sculpted muscles, and explosive legs, he seems designed specifically for the demands of elite football. Every inch of his physique is the product of relentless training and near-obsessive refinement. Where most players focus on talent alone, Ronaldo treats his body like a high-performance machine. His gym sessions are legendary, a calculated mix of cardio, plyometrics, heavy lifting, and agility drills. He doesn't just practice football skills, he builds the physical foundation that allows those skills to function at maximum efficiency. His leg power produces not only devastating free kicks, but also the ability to leap higher than defenders, often hanging in the air longer than seems possible. His core strength keeps him balanced under challenges, his speed slices through defenses, and his endurance ensures that none of these qualities fade, even late into games. Commentators often say Ronaldo defies age, but it is more accurate to say he defeats age through science and discipline. His body fat percentage is lower than many professional sprinters, his recovery times shorter than most younger players, and his injury record remarkably clean for a career that has spanned over 2 decades. If a laboratory set out to build the perfect football athlete, the result would look suspiciously like Cristiano Ronaldo. His longevity is not a coincidence. It is the outcome of relentless self-experimentation, strict nutrition, and a refusal to let complacency dull his edge. Other than that, football is a game of attrition. 90 minutes of running, sprinting, colliding, and pressing take their toll, and even the fittest athletes fade by the final whistle. Yet Ronaldo seems to run on an infinite battery. His stamina is one of his most robotic traits, the ability to maintain explosive performance from the opening whistle to stoppage time. Watch any match and you'll see him hunting defenders, exploding into sprints in the 85th minute, with the same intensity he had in the 5th. His cardiovascular conditioning is so advanced that physiologists studying his data have described it as borderline superhuman. Where others collapse under fatigue, Ronaldo appears to thrive, his body optimized for sustained effort. This relentless energy makes him more than just a threat in fleeting moments. It makes him a nightmare for opponents all game long. Defenders know that no matter how hard they work to contain him, Ronaldo will still be there sprinting, pressing, leaping long after their own legs are exhausted. Robots are defined by precision, and Ronaldo's finishing embodies this perfectly. He scores like a machine with accuracy, repeatability, and consistency that feels algorithmic. His sense of timing when making runs is flawless. He seems to process defenders' positions, the flight of the ball, and the goalkeeper's angles all at once, arriving in the right spot at the right time with astonishing regularity. His aerial ability has been described as gravity-defying, leaping higher than basketball forwards, then angling his headers with millimeter accuracy. Then there are his free kicks and long-range shots that travel like guided missiles, curving and dipping with mechanical precision. Even volleys, which for most players are moments of luck, become calculated executions in Ronaldo's boots. He has turned scoring into an art form coated with mathematics, where margins are shaved to perfection and hesitation is replaced with certainty. This isn't a chance. It's the product of endless practice, repetition, and refinement, a process so relentless that his finishing begins to resemble the cold, flawless execution of a machine programmed for goals. But what truly separates Ronaldo from others isn't just his body, it's his mind. Robots don't suffer from fear, doubt, or complacency. and Ronaldo has trained his brain to operate much the same way. Throughout his career, he has faced injuries, criticisms, and the crushing pressure of expectation. Other athletes might have folded, but Ronaldo thrives on pressure. His mental resilience is as impressive as his physical prowess. He is known for saying that every training session, every match, every goal is an opportunity to prove something to others, but most importantly, to himself. This mindset gives him what teammates call an always-on switch. Even after victories, Ronaldo doesn't relax for long. He is already plotting the next improvement, studying his own movements like data waiting to be refined. That robotic refusal to rest on laurels is why, even after winning 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, and countless domestic trophies, he still trains with the hunger of a rookie, as though the next goal is always the most important one of his life. Another reason Ronaldo is seen as robotic is his adaptability. Robots update, they don't stagnate. Over the years, Ronaldo has reinvented himself again and again, adapting his style to changing leagues, teammates, and even his own aging body. At Sporting Lisbon, he was a tricky winger dazzling with stepovers. At Manchester United, he evolved into a blistering forward, terrorizing defenses with pace and power. At Real Madrid, he became the ultimate goal machine, focusing more on positioning and finishing. Later in his career at Juventus and back at Manchester United, he transitioned into a pure striker, conserving energy but maximizing his impact in key moments. Each version of Ronaldo was not an accident, but an upgrade, a calculated adjustment designed to extend his dominance. Like a machine receiving new programming, he analyzed what the team needed, what his body could deliver, and evolved accordingly. Few athletes in history have shown this kind of tactical flexibility without losing effectiveness. Machines require maintenance, and Ronaldo treats his recovery with the same seriousness as his training. His diet is famously strict, his meals measured for maximum nutritional efficiency. He avoids sugar and alcohol, eats lean proteins, whole grains, and vegetables in carefully controlled portions, and drinks water like a religion. His recovery routines include ice baths, cryotherapy, massages, stretching, and even carefully scheduled naps to maximize muscle regeneration. He sleeps multiple times a day, optimizing his rest cycles like a program designed for efficiency. What's more, he embraces technology in ways many athletes shy away from. Performance trackers, heart rate monitors, and advanced medical scans are all part of his toolkit, allowing him to detect and correct issues before they become problems. This merging of science with discipline is what allows him to continue competing at elite levels well into his late 30s. He has even been known to invest in specialized chambers that simulate altitude training, forcing his body to adapt and grow stronger, almost as though he is upgrading his system. Few footballers in history have shown this level of obsession with self-preservation, and it is precisely this obsession that makes him feel more engineered than human. Another robotic trait is emotional control. While many players wear their emotions on their sleeves, Ronaldo seems immune to pressure. Finals, penalty shootouts, crucial moments, these are where he thrives. His celebrations show passion, yes, but rarely fear or anxiety. His ability to silence doubt and focus entirely on execution is as clinical as any machine carrying out its programming. This doesn't mean he lacks emotion. On the contrary, his passion for football is undeniable. But he has mastered the balance of enough passion to inspire, yet enough control to prevent mistakes. His teammates often describe his mindset as contagious, a steadying influence that lifts the entire squad. In high-stakes matches, his presence alone can shift the atmosphere from panic to belief, as if his robotic calmness transmits to those around him. This calculated composure is part of why fans and critics alike label him robotic. Off the pitch, Ronaldo's image is just as polished as his game. His social media presence is curated with machine-like precision, discipline, family, professionalism, and success. He rarely finds himself in scandal, manages his sponsorships with corporate-level efficiency, and has built a global brand worth hundreds of millions. This consistency in public image mirrors his consistency in performance. Ronaldo is never unprepared, never careless with how he is perceived. The brand, like the player, is always in peak condition. The robot nickname might sound cold to some, but for Ronaldo it's a badge of honor. It symbolizes what happens when human passion fuses with machine-like precision. While others fade in their 30 seconds, Ronaldo has continued to break records, score goals, and inspire generations. He has shown that greatness isn't just about talent. It's about work, evolution, and relentless pursuit of perfection. He is living proof that limits are illusions, that with discipline and dedication, human beings can push closer to machine-like consistency. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is not just about football, it's about transformation. From a skinny boy in Madeira to the most recognizable athlete on the planet, he has rebuilt himself over and over, like a machine receiving constant upgrades. He is proof that greatness is not gifted, but engineered, refined, and earned. And perhaps that is why the nickname sticks. He isn't just called a robot because of how he looks or plays. He is called a robot because he represents something bigger, the fusion of human will and mechanical perfection, a relentless force that refuses to accept weakness or limits. Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a footballer. He is a phenomenon. He is a machine disguised as a man. He is the living definition of what it means to program yourself for greatness. The next time you see Ronaldo leap higher than physics should allow, sprint faster than his age should permit, or score with a precision that feels almost preordained, remember this: you're not just watching a footballer. You're witnessing the closest thing sport has ever produced to a flawless machine. That's why they call him a robot. That's it for this video. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.